New on Curiosity Stream. She was a loving wife, a devoted mother. She also stole atomic secrets and gave them to the Soviets. Meet the woman whose deception kick-started the Cold War on the spy who stole the atom bomb. And
what if they catch you?
Then I shall be shot.
They're coming! Come back!
relive history's most death-defying escapes. It's Impossible Escapes, Civil War. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Positive Friday coming up. We will drink and we will toast into the weekend, and it's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday.
It's Bad Choice Friday.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday.
Hey, man, this is your fault.
Jam on. A website used science and math to determine the most hated bands of all time. We're pitting number one up against number two. We start with Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit and Nookie. Yeah. That was the number two most hated band of all time, based on science and an algorithm. They'll take on the number one most hated band. That would be our friends in Nickelback.
Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny as we just
Dude, what is the Quesadilla song?
I think this is the Quesadilla song. In case you're wondering. Either way, it's not going to be the worst Bad Choice Friday in the world. Here's how you vote. Follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live, and it's either going to be Nickelback and Rockstar or Limp Bizkit and Nookie coming up on your Bad Choice right after the shot. All right, question, what dumb-ass thing did you or someone else do in the name of love? And here come those emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Read you one from today, guys. When I was 18, my first serious boyfriend dumped me. I stayed the night at a friend's house who happened to live in the same city. And the following morning, I walked down a very large hill through the town of Ording just to see his dumb ass. It was raining. I was alone. My socks and shoes were soaked. I showed up and he was quite surprised to see me. Then I made him drive me back to my friend's house, and my friends then chased him away. Turns out the walk was 9 miles. I don't know what I expected to accomplish. I didn't even get laid. That from the lovely Samantha. As we move on to the birthday emails, Ola, guys, I want to say happy birthday to my fiancé, Nathan, today. We postponed our wedding due to the pandemic, but we bought a house instead. So how about an original fish sandwich and a pep talk from Coach Ted about fixing up his new garage man cave? Thanks, guys. That from the lovely Holly.
$2 Oregon fish sandwich.
All right, you got a garage / a man cave. What am I suggesting? You build a bar in there. Maybe it be a pub. You pick the theme. Get some neon lights. Get a refrigerator. Not one of those little tiny ones, because you like to drink beer. Get a full-size one. And keep it stocked.
Get a good lock on that door.
On the refrigerator door?
On every door. Don't have anybody go in there and steal your liquor. Having a buddy up the street, he had a whole bar and got raided. Everything was stolen out of it. Took his surfboard, too.
In his garage?
He had a little man cave out back. Yeah, he just had a little shed thing. They went in there and stole all his crap. Portable heater gone, the whole deal. Oh yeah, they completely took it all. Hey, you SOBs, I emailed my husband Gil's birthday request yesterday, and you didn't say it. You said hella B-days, but not his. You said his B-day for the last 4 years. What the hell? Can you please wish my husband Gil a happy 38th birthday? That from the wife.
No.
Lindsay, we weren't here.
No, we weren't here to
the
do
day
it.
off. We were taking a
also,
much-deserved rest.
What's her name? The wife. Do you think the way to get something from somebody is to call them SOBs?
You dummies.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's your own children.
Yeah.
Listen, you sons of bitches.
Right?
Guys, a birthday request for Dino, otherwise known as the Master Painter. He's 41 today, and the poor guy just started work. So can you please give him a fish sandwich montage, and maybe the dirty German's telling us why he should be painting schools this late at night. How much appreciated. You guys are awesome. Thanks.
Can I get
A fillet of fish sandwich.
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? With the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. Oh, yeah. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some pure relish in the morning. At noon. And at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
So you don't want a fish sandwich?
Yeah, I think you should paint these schools at night because you strike me as the type of person who should not be around children during the daylight.
Yeah, it's this Dino. I always worry about him. Where's he hiding all those bones?
Yeah.
So he's got that long neck.
Yabba dabba do me.
Hello, guys. My name is Crystal, and it is my grandpa's birthday today, and he is turning 51 years old. His grandpa's 51 years old. We love your show and listen to it whenever we can. Can you please get him the dirty Germans talking about his shoe collection and a big old happy Chinooka? Thank you so much. This will make his day. That from Crystal. By the way, we were informed today by Veggie Dog that
Happy
also
Chinooka.
happens to be Smokey Robinson's birthday.
Today.
Chinooka.
Yeah, the Chinooka man himself.
The Chinooka man. Yeah, it's good to have that big shoe collection. Hopefully your size is quite large, as they would judge the size of your penis by the size of your shoes.
Yeah, is it him that has it or is it Crystal? Oh, it's the grandpa's that has it.
Yeah. If you're like me, you buy clown shoes.
Yeah, most of the people I know with these shoes collections, they never wears them.
No, but this is a man.
Yeah, but they're always dirty. What's you doing with those shoes? So you wear high heels now? Wish you were a man.
Oh, Joel, today's my 43rd trip around the big ball of gas, and I'm not sure if anybody else will do the birthday wish, so here I am. Can I please get a barbershop quartet fish sandwich, followed by your penis being much too small? Rock on, bitches. That from Big Tim in Everett.
Can I get a fish sandwich? So you know I gotta eat right. Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? You put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
Guys, men's room birthday shout out. This is Rich Tacoma Rock at Padzus here, the illustrious driver of Lion Pride Music. Today is my 66th birthday. And for shout outs, all I want is for you guys to just give me a happy birthday. That from our buddy Rich. Give me your penis is too small and a happy Chinooka.
I know. When Rich sent that in, I was like, Rich, Miles going to hit you with the penis. It's too small.
And a Chinooka. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Alvin, as we celebrate our 50th anniversary here at KISW. A couple of nice emails from the celebration that was. Guys, just want to let you know my favorite memory of KISW. This was back at Redfest in 2019. I got to meet the whole Men's Room crew, including Wobbin. I'm the son of a bitch in the wheelchair. Miles sat on my lap, which was kind of weird, but whatever. Thank you all for being so cool to hang with. That from Tyson, your neighborhood amputee.
He's in a wheelchair and you sat in his lap?
Yeah, for a picture. I figured he couldn't feel his legs. You know what I mean? So it didn't really matter, right?
That's thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you can't feel this.
Oh, are you numb from the waist down? Cool, I'm going to sit on your lap.
I don't know, man. It feels wrong.
Just take me on the drive.
Just said it was weird. All of y'all, congratulations to 50 years of sheer awesomeness. I just want to personally say thank you guys for the lifetime of so many great memories. Everything from discovering so many great bands and music over the decades to collecting KISW rock stickers as a kid to my uncle, the chief mechanic for the KISW Miss Rock Hydro. I'm also honored to have a long-running spot on Bad Joke Friday, reading my emails on the air and having my soundbite of Keep It Weird as Ryan Castle introduces you guys daily. I can't even explain the feeling of hearing myself on the legendary Rock of Seattle after growing up as a huge lifelong fan. It's definitely been a total bucket list experience, and I'll never, especially never forget, arriving at the mighty KISW studios for the first time, sporting a blue one-piece Snuggie, hot wings and tequila, and snagging a selfie with the always awesome Ryan Castle right there in the studio. I could go on and on. Just want to say thank you and congratulations on 50 years of great memories, and here's to 50 more. Cheers, bitches. Much love. That from One Hit Wonder Wade.
That was his first time here?
Yeah, why haven't you been back with the wings, dude?
I mean, I remember that moment because, again, you're in a giant blue Snuggie with wings. I figured he had been here before. That's a bold move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was convenient because the office used to be right across from the studio.
Right.
So you could just run over and get a wing.
And look at a man in a blue Snuggie.
That's right.
You know.
Older gentlemen, my best memory from your last 50 years is the Ted Smith, giving us tickets to the Foo Fighters at Key Arena. My husband trained him for a fight with a morning guy, and we received the tickets as a thank you. Such a great concert. Love being on the floor and inches away from Dave Grohl. We had the best time, and we're over the moon to have been there. So thank you very much, Ted. And KISW, stay beautiful. That from the lovely Stephanie.
You know what's crazy? So they got the good tickets. I got stood up that night.
You mean for a date or for tickets?
For a date.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. It's all right, though, because, like, somebody else I kind of knew was out. Somebody else was like, you come to the show by yourself? I was like, yeah. They're like, that's so cool. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool like that.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Because I wasn't stood up.
Right.
Yeah.
I go to movies by myself, too, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a table for four by
ironically,
myself.
after that, I started going to a lot of shows by myself.
I don't mind going to a show by myself. Like concerts, you can't. But like a movie, you're like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, you know when there's going to be sand on the beach. You don't need to take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know the show.
Yeah, I feel like if you go to a movie by yourself, it's one of those weird ones where, you're like Pee Wee Herman.
You're Pee Wee Herman. you're masturbating in the front row.
Speaking, by the way, of our year-long KSW 50th anniversary celebration, word on the street is we'll be talking to Angus Young from AC/DC sometime next week. To wish
Angus Young.
A very happy 50th celebration.
Is that how he sounds?
Angus Young, yes.
Just like that, Ted.
Right, down under. Don't you all see Ted? Don't you know him? Don't you know
Crikey.
Come on, man. You could probably speak the lingo with him.
I probably could.
You should give him some Melbourne Ted.
I've also been watching a lot of Australian Open.
Have you?
Does that help?
Yeah.
I know it's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So, I think Serena might be done playing down there.
Serena.
I think so. Subject is the air fryer. Howdy, gentlemen. My kids got me an air fryer for Christmas, and it was inspired by you, mostly Thrill. Great holy moly, it makes some great food. That being said, I have 2 recipes that you guys need to try.
All right.
Number 1, Snoop Dogg's fried chicken. Google the recipe and make it in the air fryer. Absolutely phenomenal. Number 2, crush up a bunch of flaming hot Cheetos into dust. Make some chicken wings in the air fryer and shake them in the Cheeto dust about halfway through the cooking process. Put them back in. You can thank me later. Stay black. That from Carl, proud member of the U.S. Navy drinking team. I don't know what the deal is with Cheetos lately, but as far as TikTok videos and other stuff, I've seen more crazy things being done with Cheetos.
Yeah, people are starting
in the last
to discover.
month, maybe?
Yeah.
I've seen like somebody made like flaming hot macaroni and cheese by boiling some of those, and they kind of just evaporate.
Oh, yeah. That lady's crazy, though, man. She puts nerds into, forget it, Getty Spaghetti. Somebody out there knows Getty Spaghetti. Her name is Getty.
Okay.
It's got
that
nerds
lady's
in it?
wild.
Okay.
The internet is torn on her. Is she a genius or is she ruining things?
Both.
Depends on how it tastes.
I will say in the air fryer game, wasn't an infomercial, but it's like one of those where they bought the entire commercial break. So it's like a 3-minute.
Yeah.
And Emeril Lagasse shows up. It always makes me chuckle because I think he's a moron, right? His persona is ridiculous. His air fryer looks legit, dude. I mean, it didn't stop. You know, the wait, there's more. I'm like, oh, Emeril, you're killing me, man. I mean, it puts mine to shame. And
Have you seen the flat top yet that has the air fryers built in?
No.
Oh, my God. I mean, that thing is unbelievable.
It's a flat top with an air fryer?
Like Thrill has one of those flat top grills you can use, which are awesome.
They're fantastic.
Like, my cousin just got one, but this one has like a bonus of like there's 3 air fryers built in the bottom. There's like a burner to the side. Like, I mean,
look, the air fryer game has gotten crazy, all right? So I got in there kind of early-ish, if you will, but now I look at my air fryer and I'm like, dude, this is like a 2007 iPhone. You know what I mean? Like, they have upgraded the game quickly.
Damn. Okay. Subject to mushrooms in public. Never again. Guys, listen to your podcast. Miles talking about mushrooms. Want to ask you guys, what is your tell from when the mushrooms are starting to kick in? Do you guys have a tell?
Yeah, just what I see.
I typically get the case of the grins at first. Like, I just sit there and
I've heard some people yawn.
Is that right? Is that the tell that you yawn?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is obvious.
Mike, what's yours?
Yeah, Mike, what is yours? Mine is obvious. Once they start kicking in, I start to dry heave. My eyes start to water.
Whoa,
and I'm gone.
whoa.
Then I'm gone.
That sucks, man.
Well, a group of friends and I all took mushrooms and went to a zombie march in downtown Grand Rapids, Michigan on Devil's Night. So there I was, dressed as a zombie, standing on a crowded street waiting for the march to start, and then they kick in. I start looking like I'm going to puke every few minutes. My friends all laughing their asses off because they know what's happening to me. I, in return, cannot control my laughter either. Must have been a strange sight. Never again. Rock on. That from the Forest Dweller.
That's what I like about shrooms, man. To me, they're the easiest to deal with, you know?
And guys, I have a bud story. It goes all the way back to kindergarten. It was my first day of school, and I had to use the bathroom. Being only 5 years old, I had never, ever used a urinal before. So I had no idea what the flap on my tighty-whities was for. So naturally, I dropped my pants and started to do my business. When a couple of fourth graders came into the bathroom and yelled, "Look at Cheeks!" Fortunately for me, I went to a different school for first grade, but for 1 year, I was known through school as Cheeks. Stay beautiful, guys. That from Andrew in Phoenix.
That's pretty common, though. I think a lot of us, little kids, always pull their pants all the way down.
Right, exactly.
I had to take my daughter to a men's bathroom when she's like 3. She thought the urinal was a water fountain. I managed to catch her, a billionth of a second before she was going to go in for a drink. And we were at a sports stadium. So I went back up and told my wife, I'm like, you got to take her now. She cannot go with me anymore, man. She's like, it's a water fountain. I glance over like, no!
I think we need to go back in time to the last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. So if we could, let's go back in time.
Time. Buck Futz makes the cut. When CDs get stuck, call Buck Futz. Nothing is too stuck for Buck Futz. Even ducks call Buck Futz. To get unstuck from the muck, don't get stuck, call Buck Futz.
3 times fast.
Buck Futz makes the cut. When CDs get stuck, call Buck Futz. Nothing is too stuck for Buck Futz. Even ducks call Buck Futz. To get unstuck from the muck, don't get stuck, call Buck Futz.
1.
Buck Futz makes the cut. When CDs get stuck, call Buck Futz. Nothing is too stuck for Buck Futz. Even ducks call Buck Futz. To get unstuck from the muck, don't get stuck, call Buck Futz.
2.
Buck Futz makes the cut. When CDs get stuck, call Buck Futz. Nothing is too stuck for Buck Futz. Even ducks call Buck Futz. To get unstuck from the muck, don't get stuck, call Buck Futz.
Big win last time in Ted versus the FCC. Let's do it again.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
Very nice. You know, you might think that we just work our asses off in here Monday through Friday.
Or just Friday.
But every Thursday night, we stay up extra late coming up with tongue twisters and rhymes and riddles for Ted and Ted versus the FCC. So even though it was a late one last night, and we get that last minute call, hey, why don't you guys come in and go to work?
Do something with your life.
Okay. But lo and behold, we walk in, we check the email, and there's a listener submitted, Ted versus the FCC.
If we had just known.
We wouldn't have worked it all this week. Either way, this one comes from our buddy Towns, and he sent us a Ted versus the FCC to help KISW in their 50th year celebration, which is lasting all this year, right? So here we go. It's a 50th anniversary KISW inspired Ted versus the FCC. And Ted, it goes something like this. 50 years of rock. 50 years of rock hard crock. Rock hard crock and crock hard rock makes hard rock crock and hard crock rock. The way that we do Ted versus the FCC is you need to read that one time through and then 3 times fast.
All right. A little tired myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a long week.
Yeah, man. Caught up to me. 50 years of rock. 50 years of rock hard crock. Rock hard crock and crock hard rock makes hard rock crock and hard crock rock.
3 times fast.
50 years of rock. 50 years of rock hard crock. Rock hard crock and crock hard rock makes hard rock crock and and hard crock rock.
1.
50 years of rock. 50 years of rock hard crock. Rock hard crock and crock rock hard make hard rock crock and hard crock rock.
2.
50 years of rock. 50 years of rock hard crock. Rock hard crock and crock hard rock makes the hard rock crock and hard crock rock.
Oh!
There you go. Yeah.
That's how you celebrate 50 years of fine quality broadcasting.
Right there.
Yeah. See what all that work does?
The best thing to happen in 50 years.
Nice win at 10 versus the FCC. You are listening to the Men's Room.
New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Oh, fiddlesticks! What, Wilbur? We just got hit and I think my back has all been out of shape.
You gotta talk with those whippersnappers at the Advocates Law Firm. They're the best injury lawyers around.
What? Pipe down, Clarence! Abner's telling me about the lawyers and the advocates. So what happened to you, Abner?
I was walking across the street with the light when some young punk came screeching around the corner. I lost a toe.
What? Shut it, Clarence! If you get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
You're in the Men's Room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Coming up in minutes, we will drink and we will toast for the shout of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, a quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, a sleep health website is going to pay someone $2,000 to sleep in 5 different locations for 5 different nights.
Okay. I can do that.
It's quite literally a dream job.
Whoa. I see what you did there.
Ugh. I mean, I'd be down, to be honest with you. I'm the kind of guy that can sleep in different places without much issue.
You go to sleep every night no matter what. So all they're saying is just sleep in 5 different places.
Right.
I can do that.
It's got to be some sort of a mental study, how do you fare in this kind of environment, in this one, or away from home, closer to home, blah, blah, blah.
If you get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night, you know where you're going.
Mm-hmm. Been in my broke days, that's pretty much what I did.
Mm-hmm. One night, Steve and I were down in Denver, Colorado, and we woke up, we got down there late. We started partying really hard, and we didn't have a lot of time there. We check into the hotel room. Steve wakes up in the middle of the night. He cannot figure out how to flush the toilet.
Oh, no.
I wake up in the middle of the night. I don't know where we are. I open up the curtains, and I'm looking over the city. It did not click in. Like, for minutes, I'm like, where in the hell am I?
Right.
Why are we here? It was like this weird dream. And then I woke up in the same hotel room like, that was just weird. Had no idea where I was.
Took Miles a minute to figure out that toilet, too.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
What was wrong with it?
He had this weird place to flush it.
Where anything to flush a toilet should be. So, I don't know, I took a dump, took a leak, whatever, and I'm looking, and it's just a toilet. There's nothing. And I'm like, how do I flush this?
I didn't want to ask him where we were, because I was trying to figure it out. I didn't want to come across as just an idiot. So I'm standing there looking
I can't flush a toilet. You're fine.
I know, but I'm like, where in the hell are we? Where am I? What? I don't even recognize any of this crap.
The worst is, you ever spend a night at a buddy's house, when you're visiting?
Oh, yeah.
So, they've arranged you could sleep in one of the kids' rooms.
Sure.
But then you and the buddy stay up all night drinking. You wake up in the middle of the night just like, where the hell am I?
Right. Why are the G.I. Joe action dolls?
You look out the window and it looks completely different because it's daylight and you're not used to seeing that.
Yeah, why is this car in a house?
A new study found that drinking more than 6 cups of coffee a day can increase your risk of heart attack.
Who's drinking that much coffee?
You drinking that much, Mike?
Yeah.
Really? How many cups of coffee do you think you have a day?
Honestly, I have a couple at home before I come in, so I have at least 2, and then I think that my thermos carries 2 to 3, so I'm borderline. I'm not quite 6 cups a day, but...
Mike gonna die of a heart attack.
Yeah, probably. Yep. That's just because I'm fat, though.
Is it because of the coffee? Does it give you that much energy, or just you like coffee?
Caffeine?
That's part of it. Honestly, it's just ritual. I like drinking a hot beverage in the morning. Tea is... I've tried it. It's just not really my bag.
Because tea is stupid.
And I like coffee. I prefer the taste of my coffee. It does have some sort of a wake-up effect for me. It's not that I need it. I know that I don't need it. Maybe 1 cup. But other than that, it's just a comfort and ritual thing.
Mm-hmm. Ted comes in every day, makes a cup of coffee. We have a coffee machine here. Right? And I asked Ted, was it last week?
Yeah, you ask
every single morning. I mean, like clockwork. Take up, makes a cup of coffee. I'm like, is it any good? I was like, hell no.
No, it's garbage.
terrible. It's terrible. I'm like, why do you do it
The
every
beans
day?
are a year old.
It's not even good, but you do it every morning.
I know, because it's just habit. And, like, I'm terrible. Like, I should be much better with expenses and stuff.
Sure.
But I'm like, well, I got that free coffee at work, so I'm going to drink.
But it's not good.
Right, I'll go to a bar and spend $80 in a night, but, like, drink that crappy free coffee.
The only thing that I
Saving
can,
$1 or $2.
Right?
the only thing that I can compare the smell to is that, you know, those dip bottles that people have in their trucks that have the cigarettes inside of them?
Yeah.
That's what I imagine that it smells like.
Oh, the coffee?
Yeah, absolutely. It smells like burnt, stale, wet cigarettes.
I bought a coffee maker for the first time in 15 years this past weekend. It's life changing. I'm making coffee at home is crazy.
It's fantastic.
Anyone Keurig.
Sit on your couch, nice hot cup of coffee.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
great.
Keurig.
Yeah.
Nice.
Make a cup at a time.
There you go.
Does that count as a coffee maker?
It's making
It's
coffee.
just one. It's just one cup.
There's something about the pot. I'll give you that,
I
Ted.
still
But
use the fresh grounds. They got those like little metal mesh thing.
Yeah.
So you just use that all the time. You just use the same
There you go.
gimmick.
a man in Pennsylvania was pulled over for an expired inspection sticker and was arrested for the mobile meth lab that was in his truck.
See, that'll get you every time.
That'll do it.
Again, if you have a mobile meth lab, update your tag.
Right. They say if you're like have a meth lab in your house, the house is uninhabitable. Like you can't.
Oh, yeah.
They have to clean it or something.
I mean, how are you driving around your car and it's got a meth lab in it? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
I don't know if cleaning
'Cause you
does
can't be
justice
that
to what they have to
close.
do to the house, though, is the thing.
I don't know either.
Because you're right, those fumes that are in there, obviously they are
Same
toxic enough
stuff.
to where it's almost borderline like, should we tear down this house because of the meth lab that was in here?
Right.
So,
more fun in the car.
right. Don't worry, there's a barrier. A woman in Arizona got wasted at a bar, left without paying, stripped nude, and stole new clothes from a store to wear.
I like her. Is she available?
Classy lady.
Yeah.
Love it. A man in Rhode Island has been accused of stealing $500,000 worth of heating and plumbing equipment from work.
Damn, man, come on.
This has got to be over a long period of time. I can't imagine.
Yeah, all at once.
Right. It's not necessarily cheap stuff, but still, how do you rack up a $500,000 bill's worth of plumbing and heating equipment?
You're taking HVAC units.
Yeah,
you're
it's
taking
gotta be.
train units. You're taking all the piping, all the wiring, all the stuff that you need.
Miles
the
knows.
duct work.
He's going to start his own business.
Yeah. It's an HVAC company, you know.
A man was arrested for sending obscene photos to teenage girls after he called the police because they blackmailed his ass.
Wait, what now?
What?
Yeah.
Why did he call the cops?
Because they were blackmailing him. They wanted to use his van and they were blackmailing him saying, hey, we're going to go to the cops saying that you've been sending us these nasty ass photos. And if you don't let us use your van, he's like, that's extortion. That's blackmail. I'm going to call the cops on you. And then he got his ass arrested.
Was he a teen? Like, how did he have teenagers, like, if I'm not related, I don't think there's a teenager in my phone.
He might have been a teacher.
Yeah, I mean, that's creepy already.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, I'm with you. Let's move on. BuzzFeed has a rundown of famous people who have just made slight tweaks to their name. We've all heard of famous people that have completely changed their name as they came into public light.
Sure.
These people have made slight tweaks. So let's go through the list. I've actually got 7 T's. We got a ways to go here. Let's see. I'd usually do 10, but these are all fascinating. Sigourney Weaver. You guys know what her original name was?
Sigourney Beaver.
Susan Weaver.
Oh, Susan.
And she picked Sigourney.
Right? How did you come up with Sigourney?
I like Beaver.
It says that she changed her name to Sigourney when she was 14 after reading The Great Gatsby.
Yeah. I wish you guys read more. You would have got the reference.
Mm-hmm.
My dumb ass. Yeah.
Liam Neeson is apparently not his real name.
All right. Liam Neeson.
Liam Cheesum.
William Neeson.
Oh, William.
Just took out the
William,
WIL in the beginning
all
there. Let's see here. David Duchovny.
Donald Duchovny.
David Duchovny.
David to cover me.
How about Bill?
Honestly, it was still David Duchovny, but it was spelled different. His father took the H out of his last name because he was tired of it being mispronounced.
That's it.
Because it looks like David Duchovny.
A lot of people, a lot of families who migrated to America changed their names to quote Americanize them to make them not sound ethnic.
Right.
Zayn Malik.
Zayn Malik from One Direction?
Yes, sir.
Dane. I'm glad you knew who. I'm like, I have no idea who this is.
It was a big deal when he left. Would you say Bane?
I said Dane.
Oh, I like Bane.
I say Dane.
Another slight tweak. He just changed the I that was originally in his name to the Y. So it's Z-A-Y-N now instead of the Z-A-I-N that it was before. Crazy guy. Mila Kunis.
Ooh.
This one's an actual change.
Lover of thrill.
Mila. Sheila.
Nah.
Oh.
I like where you're going, Ted.
All right,
you're
all right.
getting this game, though. This is Melina Kunis.
Melina.
Missy Elliott. Let's
Man,
see.
I feel like I should actually know her name.
It's close.
Melissa?
It's very good. Melissa Elliott.
All right.
You got it. Garth Brooks.
Well, I know
Garth Brooks.
I didn't even know he didn't pick Garth.
That has to be
So
a
Garth
parent
has
name.
to be.
Well, Miles, he did pick Garth because it was the lesser of two evils. That was his middle name was Garth.
What's his first name?
Troyal.
Troyal?
Troyal. Troyal Garth Brooks.
Clearly, his parents did not like him.
I like a Garth. I think Garth's a good name.
I don't think I met a bad Garth. No.
Have you
Yeah.
ever met a Garth?
I've met
Oh,
a
yeah.
Garth.
Yeah, I
I've never
grew up
met
with a Garth.
Get
He
outta
was
here.
dating the chick I ended up taking from. Yeah, honest to God. That wasn't my goal.
When
It's
the
just,
thunder rolls.
These are
Gianna
celeb-
Sanders is a Garth.
oh, yeah. All right.
These are celebrities that slightly changed their names. Number 9, Tony Basil.
She was Tony
Tony
Time.
Oregano.
She was Tony Time.
Antonia Basilota.
Of course.
Oh, Basalota.
Yeah, just simplified it. Warren Beatty.
He changed it to Warren Beatty.
Actually, you're not far off, Miles. He just added a T.
Beatty.
I like the way you say it. Warren Beatty Live.
Exactly.
Warren Beatty. Eric Bana.
Who's he?
Eric Banana.
He was the first new Hulk, I should say, in that god awful movie with
Okay.
Nick Nolte.
All right.
He was also in Got Nothing, Ted. Dang.
Eric Dannon.
His name was actually, he was born Eric Banadinovich.
Okay.
He never legally changed his name, but he goes by Bana professionally because it's his nickname and it's a lot easier to say than Banadinovich.
Do any celebrities have to legally change their name? I mean, I'm pretty sure Lady Gaga, her ID does not say Lady Gaga.
No, it's a Stephanie, whatever
the hell her name is.
Stephanie, I'm from Pittsburgh.
Well, you don't need
Nikki
to go.
Sixx
Italian.
did legally change his name.
But he changed. Right, he changed it.
But he also told people when Motley Crue first hit, he kept insisting that it was his real name. I remember that in interviews, but as the internet exploded and all that, like that's not true.
Yeah.
And he's old enough now he
Right.
doesn't care. But
Well, most bands are like that. I mean, Styx Kazenia, the drummer for
That's
Steel
a real
Panther,
name.
I mean, they just happen to be coincidental.
Good Lord. Number 6 of these celebrities that slightly changed their name is Jennifer Aniston.
All right,
So where are we going with this one?
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. You guys are not going to get this one at all.
Well, give us a hint.
It's her last name, and you're not going to get it.
Shaniston.
Jennifer Anastasakis.
Sagas.
Anna the Stackis. That sounds like a condition you have on a late night commercial.
It was her father's name. Good Lord, it was her father's name. When they moved to the U.S. from Greece. There
I was
you
just
go.
going to say, well, she obviously is Greece if that was her last
Good
Greek.
Lord. All right, how about Oprah?
Oh, God, I know this one.
You know this one.
This one's horrible.
It's probably like Kate
Okay.
Smith or something.
No, it's just a horrible name.
What is it?
It's like,
Because Oprah ain't awesome.
no, it's like Orpheus or something. I am not kidding. It's messed
He's
up.
close. It's actually Orpa. It's not
Orpa.
Oprah. It's
Orpa?
Orpa.
Orpa.
Yeah, she switched the P and the R.
Was her mom trying not to vomit when they said, what's your kid's name? Oprah. And they just wrote it down like, all right. Because that's a sound. That's not a name. Oprah.
It's the sound she made when she came out. That's better than your dad, Barry McCarthy.
Oh, criminy. Okay. These are celebrities that slightly changed their name. Barbara Streisand.
Didn't she just change the spelling of Barbara or something?
Pretty much,
So
yeah.
instead of Barbara, it's just Barbara.
It looks like Barbara.
Right.
Like Hanna-Barbera.
All right.
Yeah, she dropped one of the A's when she was 18 because she wanted to be unique.
I like the banana splits. That was fun.
Oh, Miles, get the music ready. How about Tia Leone?
Tia Leone. Her name was,
Tia Laboni.
her name was Tim.
It was Tia Pantaleone.
Pantaleone.
Are you serious? Her name was Tia Pants?
Tia Pantaleone. Look at this.
I like that.
Tia Pants. Tell me that's not a mobster.
Pantaleone.
Right?
We call them slacks.
You don't want to deal with Tia Pants.
Oh, goodness. How about Emma Stone at number 2? These are celebrities that slightly changed their names.
Emma Rock.
Emma Stoner.
Man, what rhymes with Emma? Bema.
Y'all are thinking
Sema.
too hard. It's Emily Stone.
Oh, Jesus. That makes sense.
Change
Man,
it when you
I clicked on this list. How am I getting these wrong?
Change it once you join the Screen Actors Guild. And at number 1 of these celebrities that slightly changed their names, we have the lovely and talented Meryl Streep.
Meryl Sheep.
Martha.
Ooh, that's
Martha
not bad.
Streep.
Martha Streep.
How about just Mary Street, boys?
All right.
Her father nicknamed her Meryl, and initially she hated it and wanted to be called Patty or Kathy.
Patty?
It seemed to work out for her pretty well.
I eat a lot of patties.
No, there's a reason for that. People go, that's a terrible name.
There's a new warm wear hitting the shelves, and you can get your dog involved too.
New warm wear for your dog.
Warm wear, and I will tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
That sounds fantastic. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now, but first we made it to the weekend and drinking time.